Alrighty, we got a game. The Saint across. Let's get started. What is this hand? Oh, I want to flush so bad. I want to flush so bad, but... Okay, fine, let's flush so bad. This hand has no value and pretty bad shapes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and head for a flush. Now, you might wonder which two are we flushing in? I don't actually know yet, but we're gonna flush. Or at least we're gonna try to. Okay. Okay. Shoot. I wanted to, like, draw a block in one of these shapes, or draw another tile in one of these suits before I figured out which suit to flush in, but we kind of have to decide right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and flush in Pinsu because we have better shapes there. It's simple as that. The problem here with the Sozo is that, yeah, it's true that we have the, what's it called? That we have Doa acceptance over here, so it's nice to flush in the Sozu. It's kind of, let's say, probably not as good because we have no blocks at all in the Sozu. And also, even if we don't have any value other than, you know, the two-hand from flush, it's still 3,900 points as the dealer, so it's not really that horrible to go ahead and, you know, lose the acceptance like this. Now over here, well, we're sort of locked into the flush now, which is fine. I mean, we do have 4 blocks, and we can draw into a 5th block pretty easily for Isanten. So, you know, this hand really isn't that bad, and we got so much defense because we've got the triplet of Norths, we've got, well, now we've got a pair of South, which is great. There is a chance that we can head over to 4 wins, but that is not exactly something I'm expecting, nor will I actually do so, because I just want to take Tenpai. Which, yeah, I mean, here's Tenpai. Like over here, even if we draw the East, we can't really break our Tenpai. It's just not happening, sorry. But, what we can do is pull the... I mean... if everyone agreed, I drop the 2 because, then I actually have a reason to pull the Wests and then, take the East, but, well, now that's no longer a thing, so... It doesn't really matter. It's true that the 2-pin West is probably a little bit more easy to come out than the 3-pin weight, but I figured, you know, there's the chance of getting the 4 wins. There's also a chance of getting, what is it called? There's also just more piles of 3-pin left, so I figured you might as well take the 3-pin Kanchan out, thanks for the win, and, well, maybe cope and try to hope for 4 wins if we can get it. Unfortunately, well, I mean, it's perfectly fine that we won this. It's 3,900 points, but we did not get 4 wins. Thankfully, I did get the win, though. Anyways, I'll just go ahead and drop North as we head over to East 1 or Feet 1. I'm very glad that I won that, especially considering our shapes were so horrible. But now we need to head over to the next round, and this one, we might actually start calling to go for Tanyao. I mean, there's Doa Acceptance, which is the same Doa as before, actually. Let's go and drop Red Dragon. Now that we've gotten a chance to get Iipeigo and also just nice-ish shapes-ish, we're less inclined to call, especially considering that, like, now, if we turn this into 2 sequences, we don't actually have a pair left. So it's a little bit awkward in that respect as well. I'll just go ahead and drop the 8. So, if the Dora comes out, we kind of have to drop it. We kind of have to see it, though. Although I don't really expect the Dora drops. We are 2 away from Tenpai, right? We've got a Kanchan over here, as well as 2 sequence blocks over here, and a sequence block over here. Now what? I mean, we just don't need this 8-9, right? The 1-3 is stronger than the 8-9, both in terms of the fact that the 3, well, the 1-3 is a kantan. Is a kantan, meaning that it can improve easier than the 8-9, and also the fact that the 2 looks pretty good considering the 2 people drop a 1. Although the 2 is also 1 success, so that sort of maybe cancel it out. Either way, still looking to get Taiyao, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the... Do we drop the 1-man or do we drop the 1 so? Kind of an interesting question. I'm gonna drop the 1 so because I want to greed for the dot. Although I think dropping the 1 is perfectly fine too, honestly. I'm just not as excited to draw the 2 so, than I am to draw the 2-man, so I'm gonna keep the 2-man acceptance temporarily. Although we're probably gonna get rid of it as well. Here we go, that is not Itan-10, but I'm just gonna keep it because this is a lot better shape. We got a chance to get the 3-4-5 Sanjoku now, which is kind of cool, I guess. That's Itan-10, do we take it? Probably, I mean, you probably could take it, but I'm not really sure if I want to take it just yet. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna drop the 3 on right now. We've got 7 pairs Itan-10, which is actually Lianpeiko Itan-10. Because if we draw the 3 or the 5, that's just Lianpeiko. If we draw the 6, well, that's also Lianpeiko. Crazy. Yeah, the reason why I didn't want to call is because I kind of wanted to build a bit more value with this hand. This 2 is probably not really that useful because we already dropped the 1, yeah? And again, I mean, we want the dual acceptance over here. That being said, we're perfectly fine with doing non-Lianpeiko. We accept the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in Manzu. Only the 6 give us Lianpeiko. The rest of them gives us Taiyao, what's it called? Taiyao Ipeiko plus Doa. I really don't want to call that. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping here because we've got quite a lot of acceptance to Tenpai still. Like, again, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in Mansu, there's 3, 4, 5 in Sozu. But, like, maybe we can still, you know, pass this sort of 2-hand Tenpai. I don't think it's that bad. Although, it's certainly getting to a time where I would like to get Tenpai very soon. Please? Maybe I'll call the next time we get the chance to, especially if it's a red 5, you know? I'll call if it's a red 5. That's not the red 5 I'm looking for, unfortunately. That doesn't give us Tenpai. But I applaud you for your efforts. Players though, right? What do we do? Fine, I'll take that. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's just 1,000 points, so it's not really that big of a deal. However, the points are, of course, really close together, so you gotta, you know, be on your guard. Something like that, yeah. It's a pretty good hand. We've got completed shape, we got a Liankan, we've got a Lianmin. I mean, Liankan's not really the greatest shape in the world, but it's a shape. Not a bad shape. Or it's not that bad a shape, right? Probably one of the better bad shapes. And we got a chance to get Taiyao as well. And, well, yeah, oh, that's very nice. We can probably just go ahead and drop, you know, the east and whatever, because pairing up south is perfectly fine for us. As well as, like, it's almost as good as pairing up the east anyways. And arguably better because it can give us the potential for Pinfu, right? We have chances for Itsu, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in Sozo. We've also got chances for the 4, 5, 6 in Kinzu. Pretty sweet. We're Itan-10 now. We're gonna go ahead and drop the 8 to take that. Again, well, we can't call for Tenpai, but again, we've got improvements to the 4, 5. What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't think we need to keep this acceptance because I kind of want to keep the ability to get the Itsu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 still. And in order to, if I wanted to take the Champon acceptance on the 8 so and south, I would have to drop the 1, which loses the ability to do that. I don't know how important keeping Itsu acceptance is, but, well, I am keeping it. Because it can give us a Yaku. Yakus are nice. Gives us value. Gives us the ability to pass Richi, Dama. That is a curious one, however. I don't think I want this 3 either at this point. It would be really nice to have it, like, 3 turns ago, but it's a little bit late. Don't want to drop Ishaten, although, I mean, this isn't really that great of Ishaten anyways. But again, keeping the 3 over here also is the ability for us to get either the 4, 5, 6 or the Hitsu, so it's not like, you know, the hottest thing in the world. Okay, Ishaten, now we've got Liamen, can't even do that. But the player to the left is also kind of sus. Like, they could be Tenpai right now, and I don't really want to be that. I don't really want to be that aggressive over here. I'm just going to drop the 6 over here. 6, right? Because relatively safe against them, I think. Maybe that's a bit too passive, but I mean, we're perfectly fine with folding against players because we don't really see any dot. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fold now. I mean, now obviously we fold. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the 1 or something like that, I guess. Should be fine, enough. And we can drop the 4-man. Yeah. Since we don't really have the dot, I mean, the other players most likely have dot. And they are gonna be expensive, most likely. The dealer is the dealer. We definitely don't want to deal into them. We're in first place, so we, again, don't want to deal into people. Or at least we're more inclined to not want to do so. Yeah, we're just out of here. Is pass, thank you. And the 4-pin passes the dealer as well, which makes me happy. Should be able to fold relatively successfully now. If we have to fold against one player, then we're just gonna go ahead and fold against the dealer, I guess, because the dealer is in Richi, after all, and they're also the dealer, so, you know, we can be pretty confident that they're quite expensive over yonder. I guess I'll just go ahead and drop the 8, so that's technically could get dangerous to the player across. I don't know. Not really the player across isn't really a concern here, but, you know, just in case. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue on. Yep, folding. And there we go. They were cheap, which is good for us. We stay in first place, and it's East 3. Alright. What is the hand looking like now? Not so great. We got 4 blocks. They're 4 blocks, but they're not good blocks. What we can do is aggressively turn this into Taiyao. But the question is, well, how aggressive do you really want to go with this hand? Again, I'm in first place, so I don't really need to be that, you know, I don't really need to try too hard over here. Right, I don't need to stretch myself too thin in trying to get this hand to win, I think. I'm gonna keep the Yaku because, well, they can allow us to call. They're one way that allows us to call. That being said, I'm not gonna keep a Yakai that can't allow us to call, such as the twice cut Yakai. Now the dealer has opened and dropped the Doa. Oh no. That is not good news for us. What do we do then? I mean, I'm okay with still dropping the 8-9 over here. Feel like, I don't know, looking for a chance to get Taiyao. I don't expect the dealers in Tenpai yet. So it's not really that big of a deal, I think, over there. Maybe it was better to drop the 8-pin, honestly. Like here, I could just drop the 8-pin now. It's not really doing me much good. Anyways, 9-man over here is safe against the dealer at least. So that's not too bad to keep around. Although, again, I don't expect they're in Tenpai. They could even be 2 away from Tenpai. Judging from how slow they are. And the question is, well, how long do you want to keep these dragons? I mean, the green is perfectly fine to keep. It's going to be safe forever. The white, oh, it's relatively safe as well. The red, however, could be in anyone's hand. We have no clue. It could even be in the dealer's hand, so it's kind of not really great to keep. Now that the dealer has called twice on a good block and dropped from a third suit, well, I think we can be relatively confident that they are in Tenpai, and so we're just going to go ahead and get out of here. Thankfully, we have a lot of honors to, fold with. And the player on the right has bravely decided to call Ricci, which, I mean, they're in last place, so they kind of need to do so. We're just going to go ahead and give them some space and make sure that we don't deal into anyone. The 6 should be relatively safe to the dealer because they didn't call it after they opened, right? But it's still possible for them to be waiting on it, so I don't really want to drop it if I can help it. The white is safe against the player to the right now as well. Again, this red is not safe at all, so we cannot just drop it. Okay, but we ended up making it out there just fine, and we're still in first place. Oh, this is great. So, it's all last, and we have a 1,100 point gap to be able to end the game. Means we just need to sumo anything. Alright, how are we going to do this? Honestly, I need to keep the Yakai around because, well, they can always this hand call, I think. I mean, this hand could probably be fine closed. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yup. Green Dragon. But if we pair up the Dragon over here, it's going to be a lot easier on us, I think. We can call the, like the ones over here, right? Because we can just take the, what do you call this? The Athelske on the white. Perfectly fine. Don't really need the value over here, although it would be nice to guarantee our win. Us being able to end the game. However, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this standby. It's fine. If we sumo, again, we got it. If we roll, we actually are 100 points short from ending the game, which is kind of annoying, but, well, I mean, I'm still gonna take the standby. It got to me. I think it's probably correct to take this Chi, right? I mean, you could consider passing it and trying to draw the time by ourselves, but it's not really necessarily going to make it easier for us to get into what it's called. Get our conditions, I should say. I'm sliding up over here from the 1, 2, 3 into the 2, 3, 4 so that we can catch the red 5 over here in order to get our conditions. Relatively important, although maybe not very likely to happen. Definitely don't want to miss that opportunity, however. And it does look like, I'm not really sure what other players are doing. Actually, everyone's been dropping middle tiles, which is a little bit concerning, but well, we are in Tenpai, so we don't really need to worry too much. Someone called Ricci will be maybe happy. Mixed feelings, because we will have our conditions with the extra stick. It's just that our win rate will be a lot lower, and maybe we'll have to figure out how to fold with 7 tiles left in hand. You know? So, yeah. Well, we'll deal with it when it comes. Is the dealer gonna call Ricci? No, they're not. Okay then. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything else for me to worry about right now. I think for me to think about right now, I should say. If we sumo, then we sumo. Not much to say about it. And of course, we're gonna roam if we roam, as we were saying again. Light up to the red 5 if we can. What else are we worried about? Did the player over here drop this 9 from hand? I just want to make sure that I am not missing any Yakai on this scene. Yeah, I don't think the player to the right can have any Yakai. I mean, they could technically have a triplet of red, but why would you drop red turn 1 and have a triplet of red in hand, right? So yeah, they have no, what's called in hand. They have no Yakai. They must be Taiyao. Or at least I'm pretty sure there has to be Taino. We're gonna go ahead and slide up from the 234 to the 345 here because the 5 has a chance of dealing in even though it's relatively low. Are we worried about this 4? I'm like kind of worried about the 4, but also I'm gonna keep Tenpai because, I mean, that's good. We can actually take first place on the, on the Tenpai payment, as potentially, if the dealer decides to just fold, which, I mean, if they can't get Tenpai, then they kind of have to do it. So, definitely gonna turn off roll, just in case that happens. Give me a second. Who has High Day? The dealer has High Day. So, never mind. We don't need to worry about that anymore. 400, 700, and we just get out of here. Easy peasy. Alrighty. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic, but I'm glad I got first. So, yeah, there it is. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.